Your reading assignment this week is also about helping you with awareness of sensory detail, sensory language, and also of what a family story can be and what it can be used for. So this week's reading is a section of a book called Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. Malcolm Gladwell is a journalist and a researcher who writes an awful lot about, cool stuff. He writes about excellence and he writes about perception. He's a very popular, well-known writer of our day. This is the last chapter in a book called Outliers, and it's called a Jamaican story, and it's an account of his family. It's a family story, if you will, that he thought was really important to share as part of this. It's sort of like an afterword of this book. So I think you'll enjoy the read. It talks about his parents and his grandparents and his great parents and the worlds where they lived and how they got to where they are. He grew up in Toronto, Canada. Now he lives in New York. And as you're reading it, I want you to enjoy the story. I want you to be mindful that this is a family story. Real writers use this narrative to make certain kinds of arguments. And the last thing I want you to do is I want you to look for sensory-specific language. As you're reading, be especially mindful of details that help you see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and imagine the world that he's writing from. So if you can print out the essay, that's great. You can mark up sensory-specific language. You can always use printouts to look for chunks that make that spike your interest, that you think are strong, that make you think. We know that what we pay attention to grows. So if you want your writing to grow, and if you want it to grow with richness and detail, one of the things in your reading is you can use your reading to be more to focus your attention on strong sentences and strong details. What we pay attention to grows. So keep that in mind as you're paying attention to details, to sensory-specific details with your reading and your writing and your reflection this week. See you next time.